April 1, 1927, enforcing temperance. The establishment of the Bureau of Prohibition marked a pivotal moment in the United States enforcement of the National Prohibition Act, also known as the Volstead Act. This legislative move aimed to strengthen the federal government's ability to enforce the 18th Amendment, which had prohibited the manufacture, sale, and transportation of alcoholic beverages since January 17, 1920. Initially, prohibition enforcement fell under the jurisdiction of the Prohibition Unit within the Bureau of Internal Revenue. However, challenges such as widespread corruption, inadequate staffing, and public resistance necessitated a more robust and centralized approach. Consequently, Congress passed House Resolution 10729, which elevated the Prohibition Unit to bureau status within the Department of the Treasury. This reorganization was formalized on April 1, 1927, creating the Bureau of Prohibition. The Bureau's primary mission was to enforce prohibition laws more effectively across the nation. To achieve this, it established a headquarters in Washington, D.C., and set up 27 field offices nationwide. This structure aimed to enhance coordination and oversight of enforcement activities. Agents were tasked with investigating and dismantling illegal alcohol production and distribution networks, commonly known as bootlegging operations. Notable figures within the Bureau included Eliot Ness, who led a team famously known as the Untouchables in their pursuit of Chicago crime boss Al Capone. Despite these efforts, the Bureau faced significant challenges. Public opposition to prohibition remained strong, leading to widespread non-compliance and the proliferation of speakeasies, illegal bars that operated covertly. Additionally, the Bureau struggled with internal issues, including corruption among agents and insufficient resources. These factors hindered effective enforcement and contributed to the growing perception that prohibition was unenforceable. Recognizing the need for a more cohesive law enforcement strategy, the Bureau of Prohibition was transferred from the Department of the Treasury to the Department of Justice on July 1, 1930. This move aimed to consolidate federal law enforcement efforts under a single department. However, the challenges persisted, and the Bureau continued to grapple with enforcing unpopular laws amid widespread public defiance. The culmination of these challenges led to the repeal of prohibition with the ratification of the 21st Amendment on December 5, 1933. Following this, the Bureau of Prohibition was disbanded, and its functions were absorbed into other federal agencies. The enforcement of alcohol-related laws transitioned to a focus on regulation and taxation rather than outright prohibition. For enthusiasts of historical ephemera, visit history-collectors.com to find collectibles that might complement your collection. You can own a piece of history.